rip list. Right side.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. "43, 43. Hey, 57, 57. 15, 15. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Right side.
Mahomes now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Yellow. Yellow. Right side.
They'll look to throw.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Yellow. Right side.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 28 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
To throw, Bridgewater.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Bridgewater.
He's got right on the short throw.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Wait. 15. Yellow.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen to Pirine. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Wait. Come back. Yellow.
In motion left, Hardman.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mahomes going to change things up.
Ready.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
Fall down these two.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Yellow. Hero 15. Hey, 15.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides.
Yellow.
This is 3rd and inches.
43.
Mahomes now on the sneak.
And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Easy.
Up the middle, here's Pirine.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. Mahomes.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Attack, attack! Color. Come back!
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
15.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fighting his way through contact.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This is 1st and 10.
Here's Bridgewater.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Bridgewater.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Now from a stadium that's hosted NFL games since 2007, the International Series continues inside iconic Wembley Stadium, the capital city of London, England, hosting the NFL again. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game...
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now Allen on first down. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one, downfield, for Kincaid. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Bills first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Here's 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen going to throw again. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Throwing right away is Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chain. It's first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes. That one is complete to Hardman. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Easy. Attack.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll find his rookie wideout from Texas. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And the Bills will take over here just past the 30.
So when you talk about cover two, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those two safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover two, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
On the ground, this is James Cook. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Chiefs on top. More from the International Series in London after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the 1st down. On the ground, this is Hunt. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing now, Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Attack!
Man in motion is Brown. On third down, Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And finally, we see this offense find a little bit of life here early in this first half. They've struggled to get anything going early on, but at least this play has them on the move. Now, can they finish this drive and finally put some points on the scoreboard here in the first half?
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick-6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick-6.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. first and 10. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion.
Alert! What's that?
On first down, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's Allen to throw. Samuel has it working the middle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Cooper going in motion. On first and 10, it's Allen. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over just shy of midfield.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days. And I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Yellow! Yellow! Yellow, 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 yellow.
Mahomes on first down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. All right, Coach, second half drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
15.
Slot man in motion right. On first down, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, Piron. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. On the ground, here's Samaje Piron. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7.
Fall down these two. Fall down these two. 15, 15.
throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Slot receiver headed right. First down throw. Mahomes. That's caught downfield. It's Kelsey. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
57 colors.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. From a little further back, here's second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's hauled in at the 2.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's third down and goal. They put Kelsey in motion.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs extend the lead to 24-0.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Alert! 56.
Now Allen on first down. Cooper with the grab. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Allen working from the pistol. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Hey, hold on.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Buffalo.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Give him 27, and it's first and goal. Here's Cook. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. One more time with Cook. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
57. What's that?
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Right side.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Right side.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Brings up second and 12.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Attack, attack. Hey, 43. Hey, Riblet, Riblet.
The play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
43, 43. Hey, 57, 57. Hey, Riblet. Hey, 43.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelce. That is caught. What a throw. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On play action, Allen. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
15, yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he will get into the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Now Butker to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now, Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Fire down these two.
Mahomes going to look to... the ball comes out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, the
pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal.
Attack!
They send him right out of the slot.
Right side.
Here we go. One final play. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. And they made it look easy. Their offense playing at about as high a level as they can play. Defense wasn't too shabby either. And they're able to get the victory here by a rout in grand style. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from London.